Hello guys, welcome back to the crew Wild Run. July 20, 2016, that's what we are today. And they have done well, quite a big patch, I think. They announced the maintenance for like 3 hours or something. I'm not sure how long it lasted, but it is over now. And they have came up with some changes. I'm still thinking about some of those changes, what they are actually trying to do here, but we'll talk about it in a second. First things first, I'm quickly doing a free drive challenge here because that is the first thing that they have changed. The free drive challenge, if you set one up for your friends or whatever, it was kind of limited to 3 minutes, because even if you drove for 30 minutes, an hour or longer, the result was always the same. After the run, the clock said 3 minutes or 3 hours, whatever it was. It was kind of bugged. So I'm quickly have done a free drive challenge here, and well, we'll see. I'm kind of hoping to be longer than 3 minutes. If not, I will have to break, I guess. I am driving probably the fastest stock car around. It will outrun several performance specs speed-wise. Of course, you cannot use boost or nitro on this thing because it's a full stock. Koenigsegg Agera R. It can reach 430 kilometers plus. So 122. Going back the other way, where I put the finish a bit further than where I started, so should be good with a time over 3 minutes, to see if they actually did fix it. As you can see here, full stock car doing 435 kilometers an hour. If you need a fast car with friends, you're new to the game, don't have a 1299 car, well, this is the way to go. But then you probably won't have this thing. This thing costs, I don't know, over $1 million, I think, in bucks, and that might be gonna be an issue here. Bucks, because people are gonna make less bucks in this game from now on. We are over 3 minutes, so let's see if it counts as over 3 minutes this time. Normally it would just say 3 minutes now, after we have finished this run. 3 minutes 14, so it does work this time, which means you can do longer free dive challenges or make some sort of time attacks for your friends for even 20, 30 minutes, 2 hours, whatever. Now, second thing, they have changed reward system in the summit, and I'm still thinking about all dates, what they have done here and why they have done it. Not sure about it. Anyway, if you have no medal in this summit, which well, you have to be very bad to do that, because then you get almost nothing. Bronze would give you a parts pack, an extreme starter kit 40% chance, and 30% on a boost pack. A boost pack is gives you more bucks for like 3 days or so, or 2 days. Parts pack here for silver, extreme kit for or 20% chance at DC. Gold parts pack 30%, extreme starters kit 20% chance, CC pack 50% chance. You see where this is going. Platinum no longer can win extreme starters kits, only 80% chance at CC or crew credits and 20% at a parts pack, so no longer bucks. So what they're trying to do here is that for people that have 12.99 cars, that well, they don't need the bucks, so they're sort of limiting the bucks there. Well, here this is kind of pointless. What I did here is someone told me that there are cops on the drift trial, so I quickly took a look. But I don't think this came with the patch. It was already the case on some of the drift tracks that the cops have road barriers sort of block the roads that you can't go, that you can't take an exit or something. But on the track itself, I don't see any cops. I'm messing about here a bit, looking on the right and on the left. No cops at all. At a certain point I come back, driving the other way, and it just says wrong way at the end, and there are no cops there to block the barriers. So I don't think it is anything new here. In one of the previous qualifiers you ended up, I don't know, Santa Barbara or something at the end of the drift, and there were also cops blocking the roads. That's nothing new. There always have been there at the end of the road, or in case you could take an exit, then there are cops. But yeah, you get some information and then you need to check it to make sure it is like that or it isn't like that. As you can see, going wrong way, I can't score points here, and there is no cops anywhere at sight. So it's nothing new. At some of these tracks they are kind of blocked by the cops so that you can't go off. Nothing new there. But then we come to the main point, and I'm still kind of trying to figure out why they are doing it. You will get no longer, if you have cars at 12.99, you will no longer get double bucks. And someone says, well, it's for Summit PvP. Well, it's not for Summit PvP only. I'm gonna do Summit PvP race here. Luckily for me, first race that came up was the Dirt, which is the IC track in Salt Lake City, with the rough, and I have that car at 12.99. I have all parts on that car, so normally I get double bucks from this. I finish up second or something, a bit messing around in the cockpit view even. I'm driving. I finished second, so I should have gotten 18,000 from the reward card. I do get 18,000 from the race, but from the reward card itself I don't get 18,000, so I'm no longer getting double bucks. And is that a problem? Well, not really, seeing I have most cars at 12.99. But it might be a problem, well, let's say for new players. Because it's not only in PvP, it is also in skills, in faction missions, in other missions. It's the same system. Which also means that the fastest way to probably get bucks were the bonus missions at the end of the war, faction war, 48 hours available bonus missions, where you could get 60,000 from like a 4 or 5 minute run, and if you did it with 10% perks on it, that was 66,000. And then did it with a car which was at 12.99, then you got double bucks because you also got 66,000 from the reward course. So that was like a 4 or 5 minute run, and it gives you like 130,000 bucks, which is well, the highest you can get in this game. That no longer be the case, because you will not get 200% anymore, you will get 125%, because you will only get 25% from the reward card now. So in this case you will see me well, eventually, because unfortunately this is a loop, it's gonna take quite a while, 5 laps to be exact. And so I'm getting 18,000 from the race. And I'm getting 25%, so 4,500 from the reward card. Now what does this mean in PvP? Well, it might be a problem for the grinders, because they no longer get double bucks from that thing. So they have to spend way more time. Because if they get like 18,000, so they get 22,000 from a race like this instead of 36,000. So we're after 10 races we're already talking about a 100,000 bucks difference. So if they want to grind like crazy for millions like they are always doing, they're gonna have to spend way more time in this. So it is sorta, well, not gonna say it's gonna kill the grinders, but at least it's gonna slow them down. But I'm not sure. I've been thinking about it, and you will have an 80% chance of winning crew credits if you reach a platinum in the summit, which is not, well, it's top 10% player, but like in a summit 7,000-8,000 players, that's 700-800 players who get platinum. So it's easier to get your hands on crew credits. It's a bit less easier to get your hands on bucks. So they are sorta changing the currency here in this game. That's how I see it. And I'm thinking on whatever it is they are working, new DLC or a new expansion or whatever. Well, I don't know. It kinda reminds me of Need for Speed World. So they want people to get more crew credits, and then they well, it wouldn't surprise me if they come up with new cars which can only be bought with crew credits. Because it's not only to kill the grinders in PvP, and that's probably not even the reason why they're doing this, because also in faction mission they're doing the same story. So that's my look on things. It looks like they are doing all kind of discounts, so you can get your hands on all the cars easier by using the discounts. Every couple of days there are new cars on a discount, 30-40% off in combination packages or something like that. But on the other hand, they are bringing down the bucks and giving you a bigger chance at getting crew credits. I don't know. My guess, they're gonna bring something which you can only buy with crew credits, and that's why it reminds me of Need for Speed World, where you had like OP cars which were only could only be bought with speed boost, And I'm thinking we are going sorta to the same system here. But that's just my opinion, and I might be completely wrong. Although it won't be a good thing, because well, people were complaining there as well. Because what you get there was that people who were a bit older got a job, had work, they could buy the speed boost, and they had like all the OP cars, while the others had to do with in-game cash. So it would be sort of the same here. You can buy cars with bucks, and then if they bring new, which you can only get with crew credits, of course it's business. Because that would also mean that with the crew credits that you can win, you can probably buy 1 or 2 cars, and they might bring 10, so which means you have to buy yourself some crew credit packages if you want to get the other cars. Business as usual. That's where I'm thinking this is gonna go. Other than that, I have no explanation why they give you less chance to win bucks, or at least double bucks from a mission. Anyway, meanwhile the race has finished. Whenever the lobby decides to come back on me. So I was getting 4,500 from the cart and 18,000 from the race itself. Doing the same race yesterday, I would have gotten 36,000 bucks. Now I only got 22,000 bucks. Here I'm gonna test the same situation to see if it's only in Summit PvP. So I'm gonna look for a quick faction mission, which is this one, 15 checkpoints or something. Same situation. I take a bike here, which I have fully upgraded. I have all 44 level 50 parts, so I'm not gonna get parts from this reward card. I'm also gonna get bucks from it. What is it? It's an 8,000 faction mission. I have 10% perks on it, so I'm getting 8,800 from the mission, which also means I should get 8,800 from the reward card. But also here you will see it's not the case. So no longer 200% bucks, but only 125%. There will probably be shortcuts on this mission or something before you start commenting on that. These faction missions, I have done all of them at one point. Because I don't know, you had to do them for to get a couple of awards, I believe. And not only need to get platinum, but I think you get always platinum after a faction mission. Not 100% sure though. Point being, I don't know, not really know the track, or I just look at the minimap and go for it. Like here, you probably could have cut earlier. You see the IA driving there, and definitely could have been cut here. That's what I saw, so this is sort of the point where I started cutting the road here and there. And this is also a problem in a lot of these races in PvP. There are people out here who know this map inside out, and they are shortcutting all over the place. Eventually you will know, kind of learn the hard way, and you will learn the tracks as well, but for new players it might be a problem. Even if they are good drivers, also a possibility new players can be good drivers, but like here, I mean, if you just follow the road, you are going to be cut here and there by others, and takes a while to get all the perfect routes on every of the races. Heck, I've been playing for like 5 months. I'm pretty sure there are parts on the map where I even haven't been yet. I've unlocked the whole map by, well, a lot of it by fast traveling there and not really driving there, so. Which gives a little problem in PvP because half the races. Here you go, 2200 from the reward cards, 8800 missions, so the reward cards, yesterday the reward card would give me 8800, so they have changed that for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna test it on the skill test here to finish, but it's the same story. So I can stop the video here. So those are the changes that I heard about or kind of looking for here in this thing. There might be other changes. They have fixed some bugs. I don't know, there was also some kind of bug where you if you drove a monster spec through a tunnel, that there was some issue with it. Probably they will fix that as well. They fixed the free drive challenge. They well, I'm not sure. They changed the reward system, that's for sure. Especially in Summit you can win other stuff there. Most of the time I have well, most of the time, actually every time I have a platinum medal in the Summit and Summit qualifiers, and very often I'm getting drift specs, monster specs, while I already have all those, which is kind of pointless. I have like 30 spare ones or something. So I can no longer win them now. Can no longer win those extreme starter kits from the reward cards after a qualifier or after a summit. It's 80% chance at crew credits, so most of the time we're gonna get at crew credits. And then they brought down the bugs from 200% to 125%. I'm still thinking about what it all means, but it seems to me that they want people to get less bugs and more crew credits, which might suggest they will come up with something where you have to use crew credits. But that's just my opinion. We will see, I guess. Well, a video on what they sort of did today. They messed around a bit, did some maintenance. I haven't checked the leaderboards if they cleaned them yet. Probably not, because it's already 5-6 qualifiers that the same cheaters are up there on the leaderboards in the summit events. But they did fix some stuff for good, and well, for the free drive challenge for instance, but I'm not sure about this bugs crew credit situation. Not sure where they're going with this. Can be a good thing, can be a bad thing. I don't think it's going to be a good thing. I have a feeling they're going to bring something which you have to buy with crew credits, so business as usual, and you will, even with the crew credits that you will get from the summit rewards, you will not get enough to buy specific cars or something, which means you have to buy crew credit packages to be able to buy new cars or special cars. Something like that I think they are trying to do here. I can be completely wrong, but that's my opinion on things. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.